Hi again. This video is about Shiuan, my estimate or theory on what would be his combat roles. So first, if you notice, this third and fourth quarter of the year, most of the new banners or characters had echo skill damage bonus and heavy attack damage bonus or amplification. Now, earlier, there were some leaked videos for Galbrina and Qiuyuan. Those videos were about their combat animations and liberation animations, which are very cool for both. And then they had also the leaks for the kit. This is only for Qiuyuan because for Galbrina, it's just too wordy and confusing. A lot of terminologies or jargon I really don't understand much. But for Qiuyuan, it's just simple, very easy to segregate or organize. The first post that they made for Qiuyuan's kit, it did not contain any numbers or damage numbers, just question marks. And then the second post, after a day or two, it had the numbers. And then on the third post, they changed some features of that skill. They also labeled on which skill it is, like if it's for Forte Circuit or Liberation or Intro. So for this one, after reading all of those, I made my own. Very short, guys, just in a notepad. So here's it. We're going to read it quick. Let's start with a normal attack. Air damage for one enemy. And then resonance skill, air damage, area of effect for enemies in range. Then it has stagnation. So for the stagnation, it's like freezing time, different from. It's like slowing time. Sorry, it looks like it's slowing time, different from freezing like Augustus. And there are two characters that had this. So the first one who had it was Spectral Rover from the very beginning. If I remember correctly, he can freeze time like 3 to 4 seconds, if I'm not mistaken. And then after that, surprisingly, they put it back. They gave it to Cartithea. You can only use this during the cycle kit of Fleur-de-Lis. You can read that part. It's just too long. But her stagnation, they call it stagnate, just maybe for 1 to 2 seconds. As a part of it, just a very small bonus for Fleur-de-Lis. Okay. Next, let's go back to the kit, the theory kit. Next, his Forte Circuit, air damage in one target. Then gives the party echo skill damage for 30% in 30 seconds, which is long, very good. For the echo skill, there are two characters currently who had echo skill or additional echo skill damage. That would be Cantarella and Frolova. But it is expected that Galbrina will have it also, and Qiuyuan. So these are the four for now. We're not sure yet about Chisa. Chisa is like not sure if she will have heavy attack, echo skill, but we'll see. But for sure, she will be a main damage dealer. Going back, that's the Forte Circuit. Now for his liberation damage. Air damage again for enemies in range, and then it gives the party crit damage 30% for 30 seconds. Now there's a requirement for this, as I read that. It's like you need to meet a certain threshold for the crit rate before the crit damage starts. You can just read it. But let's see how it will be applied in the kit. Like, this is the first time that I've encountered this, I think. Now for the intro skill, just air damage one target. Outer skill, air damage again for enemies in range. And then another echo skill damage, just like the Forte Circuit. But this one is 50% for 14 seconds only for the next Resonator. Just the one, not for the entire team. And then the inherent skill. This is only for himself. His damage amplification plus 50% for 15 seconds. And his attack plus 10% for 20 seconds. So for the inherent again, it's here. These two. Inherent 1, inherent 2. Okay. So those are the information that I gathered based on those texts. So I just take note on the numbers. Also, the echo skill button of Qiuyuan can regenerate the liberation energy to use for the burst resonance liberation. I didn't include it because there's no damage related on that part. Okay, so for this one, I was also thinking like maybe if Qiuyuan could be a healer, but that would be too much, right? Because if you will get him and Galbrina, then who will be your healer? For me, it would be, of course, Shorekeeper, Verena, or any 4-star character that can heal. But for others who had Yuno, which is also good because Yuno's domain will heal all party members, and then her outro will buff Qiuyuan's heavy attack. Now the problem with that is that the wishes, I mean the pool will be very expensive, right? Because when you start with Augusta, then you had a Yuno, then you get Galbrina and get Qiuyuan. That's a lot of astrites, very expensive. For me, that's not really going to happen. Okay, so I don't have Augusta, and I will not get Yuno. Now, also one thing is that there's just a lot of Aero Resonators or characters, right? Like I started with the Kachona, I got Cartethia. Then what if I get Yuno? Then I want to get Qiuyuan. There's a lot of Aero. Like the pattern is very linear. Problem with the current games is that you really don't know what's going to hit you. Like if they show a splash art or a drip market, you don't know which element. So what's happening is that people will just hope for the combat roll to be good, and for the element, not so much. The element would only matter if the Sonora or the dungeon that you will get into has an element buff, and that's it. Okay, so if we summarize all of this, the combat roles that I imagine for Qiuyuan, my theory, that would be starting with Concerto Energy. I'm sorry, Concerto Efficiency, Heavy Attack, Damage from himself, Stagnation, the slow time, hopefully more than 5 seconds to make it more sensible. Better than Spectre Rover. And then the damage amplification. So just to compare again, the damage amplification would come from his Resonance Liberation. Okay, so that's a lot of items there packed in to his kit. He's a very good support character. But if you want to make him a main damage dealer, well, that's up to you. If you want to use all of that, but for me, I just follow the combat role. So for this one, my goal is to always swap fast. Let's see if 4-3-3-1-1 will work, and then the 3-3 are both energy regen, but we'll see. Considering also the weapon. So again, he is not a main damage dealer. Now, last part. There was this image about an Echo boss. And what really caught me is the Havoc Bane negative status. No one has that. And then we have this new character coming in, which is Shisa. Also rumored to appear in 2.7. Hopefully, but by estimate that will be like around November for Shisa. If that will be the case, then that Echo skill, Echo boss, that can be equipped would be for Shisa. And if you relate the combat role, then Shisa would be Havoc, has Havoc Bane, and then has liberation damage, a high liberation damage. Now I'm not sure if she has Echo skill embedded in her kit, and then we're also not sure if she will be a heavy attack main damage dealer. So there's a lot going on. But let's see. That somehow confused me because of the Havoc Bane. Honestly, when I got Frolova, I was thinking that maybe Frolova would have that negative status because when they released Cartathea, they started the Aero Erosion. So I was hoping that maybe the future characters would have negative statuses, but they stopped again. Now they're going to have, after like 5 months, they have a new negative status, which is Havoc and Havoc Bane for Shisa. But we'll see. Maybe I don't need her. But for now, my priority is Galbrina and Qiuyuan because I don't have any heavy attack damage character. And my only fusion character is just Encore. That's it. This is the account of a free-to-play player, sadly. But we'll see. I'm really hoping that I get them early, not to waste astrites. And this is only my estimate theory of Qiuyuan's kit. I hope they add more and not take away some that what I just mentioned. Okay, so that's it for now, and thank you. Have a good day. Bye.